Alright, so here we are with Dungeons of Dredmor. I've been wanting to do a video of this for a while. So this is going to actually be a full Let's Play. I don't know if I'm going to make it through the whole game, you know, if we're actually going to reach Lord Dredmor, or if I'm going to get killed halfway through. Either way, we'll see. This game came out a couple of months ago on Steam. It was pretty successful right away. Everybody loved it. I certainly love it. It's quickly become one of my favorite roguelikes. So I've been wanting to do a proper playthrough on here for a while. So, that being said, we're just going to jump right in, because some of this actually takes a while. And the first thing we're going to do is create a character. We're going to stick with the default difficulty here. This little window can go shove off. It's Chrome Bane of Snot is what that is. Alright, so here's the skill choice screen. There's a lot of skills to choose from. Unlike other roguelikes, you do not choose like a class or anything like that. You basically build your character out of all of these different skill sets. Now, I have a pretty specific idea as to what I want to do here. So let's see here. We're going to start with... I'm going to choose a weapon here. I think we're going to try out maces. I don't think I've really used those before, so that should be interesting. Let's see here. Then I want fungal arts. That's going to be a very, very important part of this build. I want burglary. Artful dodger. Archaeology. Let's see, Necronomiconomics is a magic set, actually. It's going to be sort of a support set in this particular build. And finally, we are also going to choose... Let's see, what else did I use the last time I did this that was so awesome? I think we're going to choose... Shield Bearer. Okay, so those are our 7 skills. Maces, Shield Bearer, Artful Dodger, Necronomiconomics, Burglary, Fungal Arts, and Archaeology. I'm not taking any of the crafting sets because this almost is a sort of a crafting set. Kinda. And I'll be explaining, you know, what these do and how they're important as we go along. And, I don't know, I need a name. Let's just go with Stabby Guy Face. Yeah, why not? Stabby Guy Face. Okay. So, here's Lord Dredmor. The whole goal of the game is to go reach the 10th floor, find him, and defeat him. Okay, so, this is the dungeon. Here's our character here. We've got the character screen here. I've just noticed that my mouse cursor is being a snot. There we go. Much better. I don't know what that was all about. Now, why can't I move this to where I want it to be? I don't know. That looks like a bug. I can't move that. Anyway, yes, we've got all these stats here. I'm sort of going to be trying to explain some of them as I go along. Because I'm going to be grabbing various items, you know, based on what stats they have. Some of these are going to be more important than others, you know, and we'll see what happens. We start with a couple of items here. Start with this crappy club, this crappy shirt, and a fedora, which is actually a pretty nice piece of equipment. Right now, we don't do much damage, but we don't need to yet. So let's see, our inventory consists of lockpicks and spores. We'll see what those all do soon enough. Lockpicks are kind of obvious. Spores are special. We're actually going to keep them... No, you idiot. We're going to keep them down here, because it bothers me to have them up there. We're going to keep them down there. we also start with a few mushrooms, including this. We're just going to eat that right away because it drops a puffball, hard cider, and then we got a couple of abilities over here. Now, this is sort of a high-maintenance type of build. This skill, and particularly this one, we're going to be using often. This one generates more lockpicks, so we want those. This one generates spores. We want those too. So right now we have 3 spores. We'll see what they do very soon. And this is our first magic spell. Now let's see here. We can walk around, grab things, we can smash this barrel. Also, I'm going to put the game on double speed just so that, you know, things don't take absolutely forever. This is a vending machine. You can buy food here. And we got drinks over here. I don't want this one, I think. Not necessarily to use just yet. This one does something special. Okay, here's a lever. Pull it. I have no idea what it did. You generally don't. Okay, get more spores. Alright. We also have, oops. Let me make sure this is all set. Loot. Mini-map is up here. We want it a little bigger so I can see what I'm doing. Let's see, we've got the character up here. But I can't discern it. Stop that. Stupid. No, bad windows. Bad. Very bad. Idiot thing. I hate windows. Unfortunately, I have to run the game in a window for this, recording. I'm not entirely sure why yet. I'll see if I can fix that later. Anyway, alright. So, I usually also keep the inventory open here, so I can keep track of all that. So let's open a door. We're gonna see if we can... Ah, here's a monster. So attacking works pretty much the same as it does in most roguelikes. You know, walk into an enemy to attack them. Or you can click with the mouse, and of course I've got all these skills. This is a trap. If I step on it, it's going to do damage. I can disarm this one. So here's some bookshelves. They give me crafting recipes that I don't actually need. Brings up kind of the question of why I'm grabbing them. Okay, get more spores. Oh, you know what? I forgot to... Actually, yeah. Take a spore, we're going to use it on the dead blobby. After a few turns, it turns into a mushroom. Totally random as to which mushroom you get. But that's what that does. That's how we get more mushrooms. Killing things and then using that on the corpses. Okay. This door's locked, so fortunately we have lockpicks. This is the Lutefisk statue. We're not going to do anything with it yet. I don't know how much we're going to be using it in this playthrough. But I'll explain it as I go along. Get more lockpicks and spores. Okay. Ah, here we go. This is a good start. Here's Brax. He's the shopkeeper. He's got stuff to buy. His stuff's a little expensive for right now. We're gonna want this badly. This is a good find right off the bat. This isn't a bad find either. Oh wait, no, that's a staff, not a mace. We need maces. Oh yes, and this, let's darn it. Yeah, this is the skill screen. Shows all the possible skills we can get. We don't have any skill points right now, though. As you can see, there's a lot of skills. They all do something different. They're all important. Okay, so let's see. Let's check out what is over this way. Here's a baddie. These guys are pretty simple. Nothing too tough about them. Just smash them with that. Use a spore on the corpse. Now, this being a roguelike, we do have to be careful as much as we can. Let's see here. I'm going to use this fungus here. That gives me lobstery toughness because why not? Then I'm going to, let's see here, Toxablobby, little baddie. Okay, we're gonna use this food. Food heals over time. That particular piece of cheese gives me 10 turns of healing. Okay, now we're going to. I'm actually going to use. No. So early on, we're a little weak. We're not very strong right now. And there's another monster, I think, coming from up there. So, I'm gonna try to sort of get into a good position here. Can't seem to get him off my back. So we're gonna use this fell truffle. This gives me crazy demon hand power. Okay. Ow, why did I do that? Okay, that makes it a little easier to... You know what? Shove off, dude. Okay. We're gonna eat this mushroom. Mushrooms are going to be very important to this build. So we need to be using a lot of these spores. No, use it on the bat. Thank you. Let's see here. Okay. So... looks like they changed the way this mushroom works. Or maybe I'm just reading it wrong. Okay. Let's see what we got up here. Nightcap. Here's some arrows. Okay. Treasure chests. Some of them can be locked. Sewer brew gives us more magic. There's a steak. You go ahead and eat that. Why not? Alright, let's see here. Disarm the trap for more experience. Ah, here we go. An Anvil of Krong. These basically are places where you can enhance your items, or at least try to. You never quite know what Krong is going to do. So, I'm going to stick the fedora on it. Okay, Krong is pleased. We got a bit of additional damage and a bit of ethereal resistance. That's good. We want more resistances. Ethereal's not going to be the most important right now. More is toxic. Actually, most resistances aren't going to be that important on the first floor, but we're going to want certain ones soon. So let's continue exploring here. I might cast this Deathly Hex on... not on the trap, moron. Ugh. Okay, fortunately it didn't give me the penalty, because I didn't actually hit a monster with it, so that's good. Watch out all these traps. See, this is a crafting item. We don't really need that. But I'm going to want to sell stuff to Brax once I have enough items to sell. Ah, here's another Anvil of Krong. Dare I stick the hat on it? I think I'm going to stick the hat on it. Krong is displeased. Well, darn. But it's still a decent item. So he put a couple of negative stats on. That's really rather annoying, but it's not that big of a deal. The stats that it gives are still pretty good. Krong is risky, very risky. You never quite know what it's going to do. Okay, so to make this guy die a little faster, we're going to hit him with Deathly Hex. Now the problem with the Necro set is that there are always penalties for using its power. Deathly Hex causes a slight debuff, very slight, but more importantly, it causes a bit of damage over time. So, I gotta be careful about that. But it's really useful on this first floor. because it's generally about 5 damage. It's a little less damage than I'm going to take from the monsters. Okay, we're going to spore. Okay, get a mushroom. I gotta, gotta actually start remembering to do that. Barrel. Ah, potion. Potions are good. There's a lot of different types. Oh, goody, I don't need that. Let's see what we got in here. More stuff I don't need. And, I don't have any money for it anyway. Let's see here. Plastic ore. Goody. It's another crafting item that I can't really use. Gonna hit him with Deathly Axe again. Make him die a little faster. Alright, skill went up. Now let's see. It's kind of hard to decide which skill I want first. I kind of want this one because it helps with leveling up a bit. But I think more important early on is going to be the second skill of fungal arts. Or is it? Yeah, we're gonna take that. This gives me another activated ability, as well as more toxic resistance. With this skill, I can summon a friendly slime. Very useful. He makes a toxic cloud when he comes out, too. So that's nice, but it also confuses himself, because why not? And now when I use this skill, I get 2 spores instead of just 1. So that's nice, too. Now, monsters will tend to attack pets before they will attack me. So that's also important. Okay, a couple of mushrooms here. Mud ones are not useful to me at the moment. If I take these, it will actually hurt. But we're still going to hold on to them. There's a reason for that. We'll see that later. Aha! This lever opened up a thing. Which has flippy floppies. Okay, why not? Very slight stat increase there. Alright. Oh no, traps have activated. Alright. Now the slime is actually pretty powerful. Ah, more lockpicks. And let's use some more spores. Here's another chest. Got another crappy club in it. That was a statue of Dredmor. You smash those, you get bonus experience. Very useful. Okay. Let's see. I haven't found any particularly important items just yet. I better get some more lockpicks here while I'm thinking about it. And the only problem with pets is they are stupid. They're seriously not very bright. Okay, smash you. Now, I think we just got an item I can use. Foppish Tunic. This gives me 2 more dodge chance and 1 more counterattack chance. That's not bad. Let's see. Now, with this character, what we really want is actually sneakiness. We're also going to need some magic power, but it's not that important just yet. Let's see. Armor absorption is also going to be important. Now, I'm not entirely sure just how effective this build is going to be. The game has changed a bit since I last used it, and this build is also a little different than it was last time. I changed a couple of things up, so, we'll see what happens. Alright, let's see here. This is a chest of evil. It can either have a powerful item in it, or it could have a boss in it. Let's see what's inside. Aha! It had a fork. That's very powerful, actually, but it's very useless. It's not a staff, so I would get a penalty for using it. The question is, will it still do more damage than the club? I might use it in that case. Let's get some more spores. And another mushroom. And a steak. Okay, disarm this trap. Open this chest. Potions of replenishment. That's very useful. Here's more mushrooms. Mushrooms are good. Another mushroom. Ah, this is a crafting item. We don't actually need it. Really don't need it. Oh, this is a bolt vending machine. This is going to become important. Probably pretty soon. Bolts are generally important. You want as many of them as you can get, and there's all sorts of different types that have all sorts of different effects. And I should also point out that we already got a bolt of squid, which is extremely useful. We're going to be using that much later. It's really great against monster zoos. Okay, let's move on here. More spores. Pick the lock. Here's a chest. Useless item. Grog, that's not totally useless, but it's not that important either. Now, there's a few specific items we're going to be looking for and hoping to find. Whether or not I'll actually get them is another matter. Ah, here's a Diggle. And there's a dead Diggle. And he turns into Grungier. This is a useful mushroom. I like to keep all of the mushrooms down here, if I can. So I can keep track of how many of each one I have, and, you know, it's just more convenient to look at. No, the spores stay down here. Let's see. Lobster main fungus. And, no, you idiot. This is what I hate about using mouse controls. I wish I could turn that off. And nightcap. Okay. Sort those. Ah, food item there. Now, if all goes well, later on in the game, we're not really going to need food very much. And hopefully all will go well. But right now, we don't have enough mushrooms or the right type of mushrooms to be able to not worry about food. Traffic cone is a piece of equipment. It's basically useless. Okay, this is a shrine. We're going to need this for quests. We don't have any quests yet, but we're going to get some soon. This is Satanic Displacement Glyph. If I step on it, it will teleport me somewhere random to another glyph that's somewhere on the level. I don't want to do that. They can be convenient. Often they're just dangerous. Why did he do that? Well, whatever. Now he's on fire. Good for him. Now he's dead. Okay. Mushrooms. Dig a leg. There's a trap to disarm. We're getting close to level up here. Ooh. Plastic ingots. Hey, here's Brax again. Now, what does he have for me? I don't really need that. Cracked orb is better for magical characters. Not really seeing anything I need here. But we're gonna sell some stuff to him. I don't need any of these crafting materials. I don't really need much of the booze right now. So we're gonna sell most of that. We'll keep a couple of items on hand. Don't need the gems. I don't need this, this, or this. Those are crafting items. This is my old equipment. Traffic cone. Crappy club. Crappy axe. Okay, we have some money. It's not enough to get what I want. Not enough to get what I want. Okay, I still need to try that fork, don't I? I need to try the fork. Let's... No, you little idiot, follow me. No, moron. Pets are stupid. I don't know if I can, you know, emphasize that enough. They are dumb. Come on, come on. It's not that hard. Here's Brax again. There's generally 3 of him on every floor, which is good. he sells a lot of stuff we're going to want. Let's see, that's not a bad ring. I don't really need it that much. Selling bolts. See, there's certain stats that I really want. In addition to certain resistances, we want certain specific stats. Now, the way the stats work is, these are primary stats. These are secondary stats. What primary stats do is one thing. They affect your secondary stats. That's exactly what they do. It says on each one, you know, what exactly they affect. So, like nimbleness here, affects dodge chance, sneakiness, enemy dodge reduction, and counterattack chance. We want a lot of sneakiness overall. And, you know, dodge reduction for enemies and our own dodge is also important. So we're going to be wanting a lot of this if we can get it. Any items that give me more nimbleness are stuff that I want. This also affects sneakiness. So we're going to want more savvy. So those are the two I'm going to be looking for the most. The other ones aren't as important, but still not a bad idea to buff them if I can. Now, some stats are easier to increase than others. Like visual sight radius, and these are the crafting stats. Those are not easy to do. You're not going to find a lot of items that increase those, particularly these three. And the same goes with Wand Affinity. Most of these over here are done with items. But we'll see more of those as we go along. Let's get some more spores. Let's get some more lockpicks. Okay. So, we have something we want to buy from Brax, but we're not actually ready to buy it. Oh, there's a lot of enemies in here. But I have my slime pet, who will mostly take care of them for me. Thank you. Okay. Let's see, spore. There we go. Get a couple more mushrooms. Now these puffballs here are going to be very important later. Right now I have 9 of them, so I'm not going to be afraid to throw them at things if I want. Hit something with those, and it causes confusion. Which doesn't quite do what you'd think it does. Here's another mushroom. Get more spores. Okay, here we go. Here's a couple of items. Refurbished staff. Okay. Bronze greaves. I want to equip these right now. I'm going to lower my magic a little bit, which is a little annoying, but it's only by 1 point, and I don't need the magic stuff that much just yet. It does lower nimbleness, though, so I kind of prefer not to do that. I think we're going to sell that to Brax. Okay. And I keep saying I'm going to test out that fork, and I keep not doing it. There's some money. No, you idiot. What are you doing? No, moron. No, stop it. Ugh. Well, that guy's gonna just die. No, stop it. Okay, that did about 4 damage. Let's try with the fork. The fork that I'm not supposed to use. Let's see, that gives me status here. Bad weapon. It's a percentage decrease in how much damage I can do. How do I get over to where that stupid blob is? So I'm gonna hit it with this fork. Oh, that's a lot more damage. Okay. So until I get a better mace, we're gonna use this fork, which is actually a staff. Alright. Let's see here. There's a trap I didn't disarm, and that gave me a level up. Now, let's see here. There's all sorts of important skills I could get. I think the next one to get is It Belongs in a Museum. This will give me another activated skill and another point of nimbleness, so that's good. and this is a useful skill, particularly early on. Did I already sell the... Oh, I did. I could have sworn I had another artifact in here already, but it looks like I don't. So I can't actually use this skill yet. We will be using it, though. We will be using it. Okay. No, you stay with me. You know, don't make me smash you. Okay, this is Lutefisk. It's technically a healing item, but it only gives you 1 point. And it's not really supposed to be used that way. Not supposed to be used that way. We're gonna pick it up. Lutefisk is meant to be given to the Lutefisk statue. You know, it's Lutefisk for the Lutefisk god. Give it enough of that, and it will give you items. Sometimes very powerful items. Oh, that crushed it in 1 hit. Oh, that was nice. Okay. Squash. Yes, you're both dead, and now you're both mushrooms. Ah, Inky Hog Lantern. That's useful. We're going to want more of that. Aha. Let's see. Greedy Blunge Cap is another useful one. I'll keep the puffballs up here. And I'll keep the mud ones up here as well, because they suck. Plumber's Agaric. Alright, we haven't used many of the mushrooms yet, and on this first floor we're not really going to. I'll explain their use as I get around to actually using them. Yep, that's right, you're very, very dead already. Why did I put the spores up here? I didn't want to do that. Nightcaps can go up here. We're not going to be using those very often at all. Okay, another mushroom, tin ingot. Treasure chest. Oh, I should be getting more lockpicks too. So part of this build is remembering to do stuff. I need a lot of lockpicks. I need a lot of mushrooms. I need to not get poked by Diggles. Now, most of the enemies on this first floor aren't really anything special. They don't really have special abilities or anything. Sickly Diggles can debuff you with their attacks, but it's, you know, it's pretty weak. It's not really a threat. For most floors of the game, though, it's important to, you know, keep track of what each enemy can do. Every enemy in the game can do something different. They have different stats. Many have special abilities. You know, it's all very important. Let's see. Hold on a sec. Okay, let's see here. I think this is probably a good spot to stop for now. I might end up splitting this into 2 videos, I'm not sure. Hopefully I'll just upload it as one. But this is a good spot to stop. I know I haven't explained a lot of stuff yet, but like I said, I prefer to explain it as I go along. You know, we'll be seeing what all of the uses of all of these mushrooms do. This one's particularly important. This is actually a healing mushroom. So that's good. We'll see what this skill does next time. And we'll keep leveling up and gaining more abilities and crushing more monsters. And setting up the character. For now, thanks for watching. Hope to see you next time.